Ever wondered why a bright smile and healthy mouth is more than just your looks? Well, you should. Your mouth is the gateway to the rest of your body, including your respiratory and digestive tracts. Poor oral health could affect other parts in the body. There is an important connection between the health of your mouth and the health of your body, which means that the problems with your teeth and gums could cause other health concerns as well. So taking care of our oral health is like looking after a key part of our overall well-being, and that requires following complete oral care routine. But what is the complete oral care routine? It doesn't stop at brushing. It's a combination of simple routines in our daily lives that can make a big difference. And that is why on World Oral Health Day, we are having this critical conversation on the importance of oral health and complete oral care routines for a healthy mouth. You're watching Season 2 of Listerine presents Healthy Mouth, Happy Life, partnered with Indian Dental Association, where we're talking about oral health to understand how to prevent oral problems and to understand the oral care routines to follow for a happy life. Talking about oral care and healthy mouth with us today, we have Dr. M. Ravindranath, President, Indian Dental Association, Dr. Ashok Dhoble, Secretary General, Indian Dental Association, and Dr. Ashita Bhatia, Oral Care Scientist, Kenview. To begin with, Dr. Ravindranath, I would like to ask you, what explains the worsening condition of oral health and hygiene in India?
First of all, let me thank NDTV team for initiating such a program, and that too coinciding with World Oral Health Day on 20th of March. So, as you said, the worsening of oral health in Indian population is basically, and we can say very rightly, we can say it is poor, and generally it's poor. Oral hygiene is poor. And what the cause of it? And if the statistics only shows that only 10% people are population is attending dental consultation regularly. Though we claim a lot in our other thing, 90% is out of the spectrum. And it varies with states, of course, and metros, of course, it varies, but generally it is the statistics. And we can say another thing, 60% of the population are having periodontal gum diseases. This is a proved thing. And on one side, we are claiming that we are the nation with the maximum dental colleges and maximum dentists, but this is the scenario. And basically, the lack of awareness, that is the biggest problem for this plight of our nation. And for awareness, of course, we need the help of government on first hand. And our association is doing a lot, and we are in the forefront. But we can support our technical side and all. And others support should come from the government and other agencies, of course. We are associating with any agency, any third party for the awareness program, and we are doing at an extensive level. We are doing for the last many years.
Dr. Ravindranath, thank you so much for explaining that. I think putting the data out there that only 10% people actually go for regular checkups and 60% people actually have gum issues. Dr. Dhoble, I would like to come to you here. Like Dr. Ravindranath has already said, lack of issue, the issue really is lack of awareness. So could you tell us how can we address the issue of lack of awareness around oral care and inaccurate information or even myths that surround dental health?
Specifically, most of the people in our country, their mouth or oral health is very, very badly neglected. And they're not aware the importance of the oral health. And they say that just, taking care of small things is more than enough. This is what most of the people, they feel. But the scientifically and Indian Dental Association advises oral health is the most important to the overall health. And oral health, the care is to be taken so that and how the oral health is linked to the general health. There are many diseases. It can be seen in the mouth. Mouth is a mirror of the body, it is considered. So most of the dental diseases can be diagnosed in the oral cavity. And we need to make the public more and more aware about the importance of the oral health, how oral health can be taken care. And usually we don't require, it is not very expensive to take oral care as compared to the dental treatments. The cost of the treatment, what is involved. Important is to brush twice a day. Before you go to the bed, brushing is important. In between meals, or whenever it is during meals, in between meals, they can use the gargles, and any kind of mouthwash with the fluoride mouthwash can be used, so that it protects both way. It prevents the cavity formation, and same time it kills the bacteria in the mouth.
Okay, so like you rightly said, oral health is neglected in India. Dr. Dhobli, again, I want to ask you here, there is also this issue of irregular dental consultations because Indians in general underestimate oral health. And also there is this general fear of dentists. I think, somebody just, checking your mouth or, I think that is a big problem as well. How does one tackle that? And how often should one visit a dentist, if you can help our viewers understand the importance of that?
The importance of the oral health to the general health, which we need to communicate to the public throughout the country, to the communicate particularly in the schools particularly, because that is the age where the habits are inculcated about the brushing, about eating, nutrition, and brushing habit, what is to be done about the brushing in the morning and before going to the bed. These are the important time the brushing is to be carried out. The mouthwash containing fluoride, that helps both ways. It kills the bacteria, and same time it works on the teeth to prevent the decay. The fluoride is known as anti-caries agent. So mouthwash having the fluoride, it helps the both ways to protect the teeth also.
Okay.
Same time, it prevents the formation of the gum disease, and it maintains your good oral health. And usually, we advise the patient once in 6 months, they must visit the dentist for the preventive checkup. If they carry out the preventive checkup very regularly, they can avoid expensive dental treatments in the future.
So I think that's a very important point which you've put out there, like visit a dentist once in 6 months so that it's more prevention rather than curative, which, helps you, more expenses of the treatment. Also, I think what you said about children, catching them young is extremely critical. Dr. Ravindranath, now give us a reality check on what is the consequence of all this, of not maintaining proper oral health, not following the complete routine. What kind of an impact have you seen on people's mouths and in fact on their bodies?
Yeah, one thing I can tell you now. Nowadays, before any major surgeries, whether it is cardiac surgery, joint replacement, whatever maybe, they are asking for dental fitness. See, it is a routine and people are aware of it. And even if you getting some job, they are asking for dental fitness. This is the significance of oral infection. And that it's our mouth is very peculiar thing. It's continuous with the skin, but it is mucous membrane. It is very sensitive, and it is inhabitant of microbiome. Lot of microbes are there. They are all opportunistic. When the oral hygiene is poor, they will become harmful, and the septicemia consequence to this infection is very severe. That affects all other body parts. Okay. That is why nowadays dental fitness is very important before any surgery. And this is the thing, that is any body part can be affected by oral infection. That will be very severe.
Okay, so dental fitness is critical. Dr. Bhatia, if I could come to you here, how do I keep my oral health on track? What is the complete routine that will ensure good oral health? If you can just take us through that, please.
Yeah, so I think that the most important thing when it comes to having good oral health is you have to make sure that you're preventing the buildup of plaque in our mouth. And essentially, plaque is the buildup of germs in the mouth. And if you don't have good oral hygiene, these germs can build up and stick onto your teeth. And as a result of that, you can get gum disease, you can get cavities, bad breath, etc. And the clinical studies show that the best way in order to prevent plaque buildup is to have that daily oral hygiene, a consistent oral hygiene routine of brushing twice a day, flossing once a day, and using an antibacterial mouthwash. So, if you're able to consistently do that, then you can prevent oral diseases, and that will give you a healthy mouth. And of course, like Dr. Dobe said, it also, affects the rest of your body.
Okay, so you're saying, I mean, of course, the routine is very, very critical. Is there anything different that a child should be doing, Dr. Bhatia?
I think for children are more prone to getting cavities. So it's important at such a young age. First, you have to inculcate the habit of brushing twice a day. If we can run school programs in India, it will be helpful to run these kind of programs to help children understand the importance of good oral hygiene, so brushing their teeth. And then, of course, if there are children that are prone to, build up of plaque and build up of gum diseases, you can have mouthwashes that are recommended for children above the age of 6 years. However, if they're younger than 6 years, then it's not recommended to use a mouthwash because, they might swallow it, they're too young. But the most important thing at a young age is to make sure that they are maintaining that good oral hygiene by brushing twice a day.
Okay, great. Thanks for clarifying that, because yes, they are more prone to cavities, also what they're eating. Well, your breath can tell a lot about your oral health, and your oral health is very closely related to overall health. We're slipping into a very short break, but after the break, we discuss how a simple oral care routine can reduce oral problems by addressing common risk factors. So stay tuned.
Oral health problems are in plenty, but they are ignored to a great extent. Nearly about 90% of the people, I will say, are suffering because the concept of visiting the dentist is not there. We just think of going to the dentist only when we start having problem. So it is not that these problems are not existing. The problems are ignorance is a great into our country also, and I believe that if you visit your dentist once in 6 months time, you can take care of the oral problems. And oral problems are what? Basically is the caries or the gum problem. This is the initiation of the problem. That's how the problems start, and if you can catch hold of them or you can check them right at the early stage, you will be able to save your teeth. And teeth, if they last you lifelong, is the best thing that can happen to you.
You're watching Season 2 of Listerine Presents Healthy Mouth, Happy Life, partnered with Indian Dental Association. Dr. Bhatia, most people associate bad breath only with the food they've just eaten. But is persistent bad breath a sign of something more serious? And how does one really address that?
Yes, in fact, your breath can tell you a lot about your oral health. And the main cause of bad breath is actually the buildup of germs in the mouth. So if you are seeing that you have persistent bad breath, it's a sign that you have buildup of germs in the mouth. It can also be a sign that you have gum disease or cavities. And in fact, even certain systemic disease such as diabetes can cause you to have bad breath. So it is an indicator of the health of your mouth. And the way to address persistent bad breath is, firstly, you have to kill the germs in your mouth. You have to make sure that you don't have gum disease and cavities, etc. So if you are seeing that you have this bad breath that's just not going away, our recommendation is firstly to visit your dentist to understand what is the root cause. You have to get treatment for the conditions that you have in your mouth, and then going forward, making sure you're maintaining good oral hygiene so you can kill the germs in the mouth that are causing the bad breath.
Okay, so bad breath is an indicator of your overall health. Dr. Doble, how closely linked are food choices and eating habits with overall oral health and hygiene?
The food choices are very important to keep the mouth healthy. And we advise the patient, they should have more fibrous food in the nature. They should have the fruits, vegetables, and that helps. Same time, the cleaning of the mouth also can happen, and it doesn't allow to grow the bacteria more. And whenever the food they eat the soft food particularly, that gets accumulated around the gum region, and that leads to the gum disease. And to prevent the gum disease, the food choices are also equally important. But despite that, we advise them, you can use brushing and rinsing your mouthwash uh, in between your meals is very, very important. That helps further to prevent the bad breath. Same time, it kills the bacteria. It prevents the gum diseases in the future. And the gum disease, it's typically linked to the general health. So you can avoid many diseases by keeping your mouth healthy.
Keeping your mouth healthy, and like you rightly said, making the right choices, making mindful choices about the food that you're eating. Dr. Bhatia, I want to ask you here, we've been talking about brushing, using mouthwash, or, even rinsing your mouth. If you can tell us, what are the benefits of a mouthwash, and how do I choose the best suited one?
So the main function of an antibacterial mouthwash is it kills the germs in the mouth. And if you have a mouthwash that has fluoride in it, that has that additional benefit of helping to strengthen the teeth and prevent cavities as well. Brushing and flossing work in a mechanical way, so it removes the plaque mechanically. However, there's still a lot of bacteria that's left in your mouth if you're only brushing your teeth. The areas in between the teeth, below the gum line, even on your tongue. And what the mouthwash can do is it reaches all these nooks and corners of the mouth and it kills the germs there. So you get a whole mouth clean. And of course, the way to choose a mouthwash is you have to understand what is the main issue you have. So if you are somebody that's prone to cavities, then you must choose a mouthwash that has fluoride in it. And most mouthwashes will have an antibacterial ingredient, such as essential oils. So these mouthwashes can help to kill the germs in the mouth, help to prevent plaque, help to prevent gingivitis. And additionally, even if you have tartar buildup, which is the yellow hard stuff on your teeth, then a mouthwash with zinc chloride can help as well.
Okay, so I think choosing the right, along with choosing the right food we are eating for our oral health, even choosing the right mouthwash is important. Dr. Ravindranath, we leave the last word with you to give us all a reminder about why oral care is so important and what routine can help for our overall well-being.
Yeah, rightly said by Dr. Doble and all. Say the importance and significance of oral health is clear now. And what I would say, what are the challenges of getting that optimal oral health? The main thing is the awareness, lack of awareness itself. And another thing what I want to point out is that many dental restorations, faulty dental restorations can cause restorations, appliances, and all can cause very bad dental hygiene if it is not properly done. That is very important. And if you are missing a tooth, that again cause lot of hygiene problems. That function won't be proper. So ultimately, how we can safeguard the best oral hygiene means, first the general principle should be followed. General health principle should be followed. Another thing, that the proper brushing and the flossing and the eating habits, leafy vegetables and all, and the correct treatment. That again is very essential for this thing. And these are the things to be followed for a good oral hygiene. And of course, we know the consequences of, we already told, that general health will be hampered if you have not good oral hygiene.
With the brushing, 70% of the teeth area can be cleaned by the brush. 30% of the entire tooth surface cannot be cleaned by the brush, and that can be done either by flossing or mouthwash. So mouthwash is very essential. The areas where the brush cannot reach, and mouthwash can help to clean that area and to maintain that area properly, clean and healthy.
Fibrous food is very essential. That gives the holistic approach, and that will give the natural cleaning. That is very, very important as far as our population is concerned.
Absolutely. I think thank you for all those points. Thank you so much, Dr. Ravindranath, Dr. Dhoble and Dr. Bhatia for joining us. So on this World Oral Health Day, let's pledge to prioritize our oral health, because remember, a healthy mouth leads to a happy life. To take the pledge, log on to ndtv.com/healthymouthhappylife. Let's keep our bodies healthy by keeping our oral health on track. This show may have finished, but the campaign for better oral care continues across India. Here is a glimpse of how the campaign engaged with the public, spreading awareness about the importance of oral hygiene and the need for a complete oral care routine. Engaging activities and informative chat sessions that spread the message of healthy mouth, happy life.